All right, he came out swinging, obviously. Jen Psaki is here, the campaign press secretary, the Obama campaign press secretary. Jen, thanks very much for coming in.
Pleasure to be here.
You're the traveling press secretary.
That's right.
All right, just want to be precise. All right, so what lessons did President Obama learn from Vice President Biden, his performance last night?
Well, I watched the debate last night with the president on the plane. A bunch of staff did, and we were all rooting and cheering for the vice president. The president was too. And I think the American people saw a really passionate and fired up vice president last night. And president's fired up and excited about the debate next Tuesday. We saw once again that facts matter, that that's an important part of this. And there's no question going into next Tuesday the president will keep that in mind. We
saw that picture, that still photo that the White House released, the president watching on Air Force One. You know what channel he was watching.
I will take all credit. I don't know if I deserve it, but we were watching CNN on the plane.
Good taste, as I said last night on the air. You saw that little squiggly line at the bottom. He was a lot tougher than the president was in the first debate. Can we expect President Obama to come out? It's a town hall meeting format, which is a little bit more complicated.
It is.
A little bit more feisty, assertive this time around?
Well, look, the president's audience is still the American people next Tuesday, just like it was last week. And it's still the audience that will be interacting in the town hall. But we've seen last night in the debate with Paul Ryan, last week in the debate with Mitt Romney, that they're both willing to say and do anything to become president and vice president. And they're a little fast and loose with the facts. And that's a lesson we've learned. We've been holding their feet to the fire over the last 10 days, and we're going to continue to do that, the president included.
Because the president says he was a little bit too polite last time. Maybe he'll be less polite this time. Here's another little exchange that the vice president had with Paul Ryan. I'm going to play some of these clips.
7.4 million seniors are projected to lose the current Medicare Advantage coverage they have. That's a $3,200 benefit cut.
That didn't
we're
happen.
saying
More people signed
these are
up.
from your own actuaries.
More people signed up for Medicare Advantage after the change.
It's a plan I put together with a prominent Democrat senator from Oregon.
There's not one Democrat who endorses it. Not one Democrat who signed
Our partner
the plan.
is...
No, this is
Mr. Vice President, I know you're under a lot of duress to make up for lost ground, but I think people will be better served if we don't keep interrupting each other.
All right, interrupting each other, smirking, laughing. You saw the exchanges. The criticism now is that the vice president went too far. What do you say?
Look, I know many people in this town have known the vice president for 20, 30 years, Republicans and Democrats included. There's no guy who's more likable and more passionate about what he does and his job he's had over the last 4 years and the last 30. And look, I think he was having fun up there. He was expressing his passion for the middle class and continuing to fight for them. And he was, you know, holding Paul Ryan's feet to the fire about things that weren't exactly true, whether that was Medicare or his inability to explain how the middle class wouldn't be hurt by the $5 trillion tax cut package.
Because some people are saying he was coming across as rude.
Well, listen, I have to say, if Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan think they're going to talk tough to China, but they can't handle a little good humor by the vice president, then they need to toughen up a little bit.
All right, let me clarify for you this point, because we heard it from the vice president a couple times last night. I'll play the clip.
The middle class will pay less, and people making $1 million or more will begin to contribute slightly more.
$1 million a year more. They'll pay more, a little bit more in taxes than people making less than $1 million. It used to be $200,000 for individuals, $250,000 for couples filing jointly, families. Now he's talking about $1 million or more. What's the point?
No, look, the point that the vice president was making is that this tax cut package that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan support absolutely makes no sense, because people making over $1 million would benefit by about $800 billion. We still, the president, the vice president, still absolutely believe that people making over $250,000, their taxes have to go up, because we can't afford it. So that position hasn't changed. He was just highlighting how the highest income benefit from their tax cut package.
Is John Kerry still playing Mitt Romney in the debate preparation leading up to next Tuesday for the president?
John Kerry still remains a key part of the debate prep team. He did an amazing job, and we think he will moving forward as well.
But he's still playing Mitt Romney?
He is.
And you have total confidence that he's doing a good job?
Absolutely.
Have you been watching some of those? Did you ever
I haven't been. I've been a little busy with a lot of other things, but I know that everybody appreciates all the hard work Senator Kerry's put in. Everybody thinks he's been doing a fantastic job, and we're looking forward to next Tuesday. The president's psyched up for it.
Jen Psaki, thanks very much for coming in. We'll be watching next Tuesday night, obviously.